Full coverage with your gorgeous hosts.
Oh,
You're the gorgeous one.
And your stunning, amazing, talented host.
Mandy anyway. How are you guys doing this gorgeous day?
We're doing
How are you doing, Marley?
fabulous. I'm doing
And you look gorgeous. I love the fit.
Oh, well, thank you.
I love the fit.
darling.
It's too fucking cute.
A little Western wear, if you will.
I like it.
This is what I'd wear if I lived on a farm in the
Yeah,
West.
like a saloon.
A character, and I worked in a saloon.
Yeah, a little saloon
I
doll.
walk in.
You're like this.
How can I help you?
I love it. You'd be the hottest saloon
Delusion
girl ever.
in my head.
Mhm.
In delusion,
In reality.
darling.
Mhm.
Okay, well.
So today's episode, you guys, we're going to do a little game. We have a new game that we would like to play, and we're going to get nitty and we're going to get gritty.
Some of the stuff is like challenges too. It's not just questions. So we have to like do stuff
What's
in
the game
it.
called
So it'll be
again?
interesting. It is called Intelligent Challenge.
No, that's what it's called? I thought it was called like Connect or something. Let's get closer.
Oh,
Intelligent Challenge.
that's the company that makes it.
Got it. So this is called Let's Get Closer. It's questions that strengthen bonds and build relationships.
We did this one with Let's Get Deeper, but this one's a little bit different because it has like some fun challenges in it. So we thought we would just take a little stab at it.
Why not? A little 1-2, a little moment.
1, 2. We thought it'd be
I
a
think it'd
fun
be fun.
friendship game, so you guys could like get to know us better. We could get to know one another better. Here before your eyes on camera.
I feel like last time we did it, I feel like I got to know you on a closer level. So I
Yeah.
wonder if this will do the exact same
it
thing.
works.
It literally works. I'm like, these little games are like, oh damn, like it actually like work.
Just when you think you know everything about someone.
Yes.
Surprise.
You throw in a wrench.
Surprise.
Mhm.
Thank you to Liquid IV for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. Staying up late, hanging out with friends, yelling at the game on TV.
Mhm.
Weekends for going wild. Have a game plan for Monday with Liquid IV. Grab your Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier, sugar-free and bulk nationwide at Costco, or get 20% off your first order when you go to liquidiv.com and use code FULL at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Superior Hydration today using promo code FULL at liquidiv.com. Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. Cha-ching! That is the sound you will hear when you switch your business over to Shopify. It is a global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell, online, in person, on social media, and beyond.
Sign up today for your $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/full coverage, all lowercase. That's 1 month for just $1 at shopify.com/full coverage. Shopify.com/full coverage. Cha-ching.
Okay.
First,
Peaks and pits. Peaks and
peaks
pits.
in our pits. You already
Okay.
know we already love to do these.
Give me some cheesema.
some cheese. What do we have going on? So today I feel like my pit. Let's start with my pit.
Okay.
Is my I went to the dentist recently and
Rot mouth.
I have rot mouth.
Mm-hmm. Just as
And
I
have
suspected.
gingivitis. No, I went to get just like my normal teeth cleaning, and they're like, have you been wearing your retainer? And I do wear my retainer every single night. By the
Do
way,
you?
I wear it every single night to sleep. But there's like 2 little holes in my
too.
retainers here in this area. So I'm like, yeah, but like I have like a little hole in it, and they're like, okay, because like you're grinding pretty fiercely, and I was like, okay, it's not like that bad. Like I can't be grinding that bad. And then they go like, look at this. So then they turn my head and they get a mirror and they're like, do you see how your tooth here and these teeth here make a perfect little puzzle? Because you're grinding so hard. And I'm making like a divot in my teeth that gives me little fangs on the side. Yeah. Because I've been grinding so hard. And now I'm kind of like, oh, fuck. Like, what do I do about it? And they're like, okay, obviously the retainer, but like you might would want to do like veneers at the bottom too.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I was like, I'm sure you want me to do fucking veneers.
sure that's the
I
answer.
was like, no. I was like, I don't really want to do veneers on the bottom. So I'd rather just do like retainers on top and bottom maybe
There
to
you
like help
go.
prevent like the constant grinding. Because I'm happy with my teeth on the bottom. But they were just like, like it's starting to look jagged and like you're taking away the enamel from your teeth. So I'm grinding them essentially away.
Yeah,
So I'm kind of like,
that might be the better idea, I think.
I think I need to go to that route first. We're gonna go into the top and bottom retainers. Even though retainers are expensive as fuck.
They are. I have a top and bottom retainer. I have to wear every night.
It's so expensive.
Every night for life. But I will tell you, because I couldn't get through my Invisalign journey, because like I work so much on camera and I literally cannot speak to you with the minute. Like I can't even. It's a joke. So I just started wearing them for 12 hours at night. Like I'd put them in the afternoon, like when I'm done with everything, and just wear them through the night, and it worked like a charm.
And you were good.
Because you know they say you need to wear them for 24 hours, which you do. They work way faster if you do it like that. But for people who just cannot get by with that, because my teeth are too big for my mouth as it is, life-changing.
That's genius. And so now you do retainer just to keep them in place?
Well, someone else.
To also not like
just to keep them in place. I don't grind. I don't clench and grind. Someone told me to do that, by the way. Someone else who did Invisalign had the same situation as me where they couldn't get through like 24 hours with them. Yeah. They were like, dude, you should just wear them at night. It takes longer, but it works. And I was like, down. And it fucking worked.
I feel like, I mean, why would it not work? Like, you still have it in for a long period of time.
It just takes more time.
It's going to take more time, but like, it's going to get you there.
It worked. Worked like a charm.
Good. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like currently my pit is that like
let's get those retainers
fiercely. So now I think I have to do top and bottom retainers.
I feel like the bottom one will protect
the bottom teeth.
Like another layer in between. So it'll protect the teeth.
I think that's what I need to do because the top ones clearly, since they have two little holes in it on the side, they're small. But I guess it's like a noticeable enough where I like have been grinding through them.
That makes sense.
The fact that I grounded through a plastic hard retainer.
Baby, you got some demons going on in your sleep.
In my sleep, there's the activation. Like I'm a fucking Molly or E. I'm like, hey,
wow,
it's really fun. Like I'm like literally the fucking mess.
That jaw's working overtime, honey.
Yeah, and it's funny. I'll wake up and like sometimes I can have like sore jaw when I wake up, and I'm like, I must have clenched pretty hard, or I must have grinded quite hard.
That's crazy.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
Where my clenchers at?
That would be annoying.
Where my grinders at?
I know y'all are out there grinding away right now.
I think didn't Tyler like he also had like clenching? Like, Tyler, would you clench? TMJ. Close.
Very close.
It's like not close at all. I'm like close.
We know best. We know best clearly.
Yeah, we know best.
My pit.
Look it up.
I always write them down so that way, you know, I'll be prepped and ready for the episode. Okay, is missing Aaron. So I have not seen Aaron since Christmas. Which we'll bicker like sisters sometimes, but honestly, like I miss her so much and she don't ever call me is the problem. Like if she would talk to me on the regular, like someone said it best on TikTok, they were like, texting your little sister is like texting an ex-boyfriend that don't want to talk to you. That's what she makes me feel like. Totally. Like I'll text her and like hear back 3 days later with like a double tap.
And you know, she's like,
and she ain't calling. I literally have to harass her. I was like,
it's literally like siblings.
Sent her a text the other day and I said, I love that I haven't heard from you since Christmas. Well, you called me the other day. I said, Aaron, that was to get on to you.
It wasn't like a fun call.
No, like to hear about life. What's going on? I need a 411. What's happening?
What's the goss?
So she called me, or I called her and she called me back last Sunday and we talked for like an hour and a half. And then I was able to manipulate her to come see me.
Yeah. And you got her.
I got her.
So wait, when's she coming?
Which she was so excited for because, you know, once you're there for a few months, like in college, it's like nice to take a weekend off.
Absolutely.
Like and go back home for like a minute. I think that's normal for college kids. Yeah. Just because she lives in a small house with 4 people.
Absolutely.
She lives in a 2-bedroom house with 4 fucking people. So like I would be clawing to get out.
Get me out of here.
So she always says whenever she's like feeling irritated with everyone, I'm like, it's probably just time to take a few days off and then come back and then they'll be your best friends forever. You know what I mean? So I was like, come visit your little auntie.
Yes.
So she's gonna come visit me next week.
I love that.
Just a quick one too.
Yeah, a day or two.
I just need to see her. It's been a little too long.
That is so funny. It's been like over a month.
Yeah.
Right?
Christmas. She left after Christmas.
So now we're in December.
We're in mid-February.
Yeah, literally like a month and a half. And some change. Maybe almost 2.
Almost 2.
Yeah.
Almost 2 months since I've seen her. So she's going to come visit me. It's like a peak in a pit, but my pit is that I miss her. My peak is I guess she's coming, but I also have another peak. So.
You double peeking.
I'm double peaking.
What the hell is my peak again?
Your peak is Galentines.
Yes. Okay, guys, we had the cutest Galentines girly.
We did.
Hop night.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, Valentine's has already passed by the time you guys are watching this, has not passed for us in this exact moment in time as we're filming. But we had the cutest Galentines on Friday where it was like all of us came together. Daniel set up this beautiful like arrangement essentially at Laura's house with these like coquette, ribbony, adorable vibes. Laura like made the cutest little baskets for us. It was such a cute night. I just loved it. And like I love that like we were able to celebrate a Galentine's.
Yeah.
Because I'm so single. I don't have a fucking Valentine's usually ever. Mostly I don't have them. So it's kind of nice to get together with your like friends that do have them or they don't, and just like have a little night together.
We're so lucky we have like all of us to
Honestly,
do
we're so
things
lucky.
with. You know what I
We're
mean?
blessed, honestly.
Because whenever I post them, I do get a lot of DMs and they're like, I wish I had like a good group of friends that would do this with me. Like I get a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I think it's just hard, like in adulthood. I think it's just like hard to have all those friendships and like people, because I was younger when I lived in Alabama. You know, I was in my young 20s. So like
Totally.
I still had a lot of girlfriends, but like as you get older and it's like harder to like build those friendships when you're at work and dealing with your kids every day. Like it becomes difficult.
Oh yeah. And like all
to
of us like
maintain those friendships. But friendships are so important. And like I will say, me and you have both nurtured many friendships, and that's why we're blessed to have them, because we kind of worked for
you have
them.
to work.
You know,
You have to like
you have
friendships
to put work
take
in.
work.
You have to show up for your friends whenever it's their birthday. They want to celebrate. Maybe they're going through something, need a night out. You have to show up for your friends, and you will build friendships that way.
And you'll be blessed to do it, because it's like it's a two-way street. You know, friendship's always a two-way street. And it is nice because like even like I posted like the cute little basket you got us, and all the responses like, oh my god, I wish I had a Laura in my life. And I was like, I know, but you can't have her, she's mine. Like I feel very like that. And it's so like nice because people do like say that all the time to me. They're like, oh my god, it's so nice that you guys have each other. Or like, how do you facilitate like a friendship like that? Or how do you like have each other like that? And it's like, you know, when you've just been working on it for such a long time, it just feels like breathing to me now at this point. I'm just like, oh yeah, like she's just bestie, like you're just my best friend. But it's constantly a back and forth, you know, like making sure that they're good, that everything is like a well-oiled machine.
That's
and I feel like that's totally what we are now. We're just like a moving and grooving.
100%.
Like there's nothing, like we're chilling at full capacity, but it's just nice. It's nice to see everyone and like get together, and like we have these like drag race nights, so we get to like get together at least once a week, like all of us, and just kind of like catch up on life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really important. I think it's also like making time for your friends, and it's like as you get older, you do notice a lot of times that like they are really important to like stay in your life. Like it's hard to just have like, let's say your family only and that's it. Because like how do you have an outlet for something else?
Yeah, you should
impossible,
definitely
man.
have like friendships outside of your relationship or family. Like there definitely should be like an outlier, outsource of friendship there. And, But again, those take work. You know, they don't just fall into your lap. You have to put energy and effort.
So they're very important to like work on, especially as you get older. I feel like they're even more important to me.
I couldn't agree more.
You know?
I couldn't agree with you.
But it was so
more.
fun. I loved Galentines.
I thought it was such like one of my favorite. I love that I have friends that are actively wanting to do things.
Yeah, like do little activities.
They want to do little
love
activities. You know what I mean? I love a little themed night, and I'm just so lucky that I have friends that are like in on that with me.
Yeah.
So
I want to do more. I always like telling everyone that like I think we should all do like a thing. Like, we all plan one thing.
You should plan the next one.
Yeah.
Like, and you come over early, and like you.
Oh my god, that would be so cute.
You know, do
like,
a little something. A little
I was
night.
even thinking. I was telling Val and Gabriel. I was like, I think it'd be really cute if we did like a paint and sip, but like the girlies, all of us going to do like a paint and sip together, doing like an activity. And Gabriel's like, oh my god, I would love if we all did like a pottery class, or we all did like a little like, you know, like let's say if everyone found an activity to do and we all like take part in it, I think could be really cute because it's just like, you know, experience building and friendship building.
You need to drop that into the group text.
I'm gonna drop it. No, I think we already said like when like you are back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep.
But you're back now.
We'll get it back.
When they're watching, you're already back. But when you're back, I was like, yeah, we'll get it more together when you're back.
Okay. I love that.
That's cute.
My peak is I am going to Florida.
Hence when you're back.
Yeah. Whenever I'm back. We're in the future here, are we?
Yes. We're in the future.
But I'm going to Florida. Me and Ty just need to check on the beach house and make sure all is well. I also need to clean out my garage there because anytime family or anybody that stays there, they tend to leave a lot of floaties and like shit behind it ends up in our garage. So that is a task that I'm going to Florida to clean out the garage and make sure the house is all good.
That is like,
it's not warm there right right
peak,
now,
but not,
honestly. It's like
the peakiest peak.
cold, rainy, 60 degrees is like the high. So it's not going to be like the beach tip.
But because
Florida.
it's humid there, do you think it just is a little bit warmer than normal?
In my head, I think it is going to be. I'll report back on that. In my head, I do think there's possibility, but I'm packing warm and cold clothes because I don't know.
In case.
60 can go any which way.
I actually like 60 degrees. Like, that's lovely to me.
60 with the sun out can be great. 60 with no sun and wind.
Ooh. That is like fucking Coachella vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like you're fucking frozen.
Frozen. So I don't know. So I packed both, but we'll find out whenever I get there.
Also, did you see that people were saying, like, on our Coachella episode, we were talking about Coachella, like, why people aren't going? Everyone's like, bitch, like, people cannot afford to go to Coachella now because of, like, how expensive things are.
You know, that's interesting.
I saw that, like, all over our comments.
Because the economy is rough right now, but also you have things like the Super Bowl that sells out where tickets are like $10,000 each, and no one seems to have a problem with that. So it makes me go, you know.
Like, what?
Is that it? Because also this is the lowest ticket sales in the past 10 years.
Right.
Is this the lowest the economy has been in the past 10 years? Because I think it probably plays into it. I'm not denying that, but that would debunk a little bit of that just because this is the lowest ticket sales in 10 years. So is this the worst the economy's been in the past 10 years?
Right.
Because that's what that would be. Kind of, you know, equaling out too, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I like, for me, I would think that, like, I feel like I would think like
2008.
Yes, like
with the housing crisis.
Yes, that was more than 10 years ago. That was like 15 years ago.
Fuck, we're old.
We're old. I'm so scared.
Okay, see, I'm losing time.
But like,
now.
I'm thinking like during like the like during the pandemic. Like, I feel like the economy would be, like, not as good.
But then they didn't have sales for 2 years.
They
cancel it. They cancel it for 2 years. So maybe it is.
So
the
I wonder
economy.
if it's like, But yeah, a lot of our comments actually in that were riddled with like, oh girl, like the economy is like not.
That's why
what it once was, and that's why.
They also agreed though that they thought Frank Ocean could have been
fucked up a lot of shit.
for Coachella.
Yeah, there was like that was just like an update from what I had seen. I was like, oh yeah, that could totally be a big factor as to why like people don't want to buy the tickets as much because like we don't want to spend money on that.
On like a festival. Yeah,
on a festival. They want to like do their own thing.
But then that would attribute to all festivals.
But then what other festivals are there that are like that of that like that caliber?
EDC. I feel like
I wonder if those tickets are selling as much.
They might not be.
We wouldn't know. I mean, technically,
Hangout
we wouldn't
Fest.
see that. Yeah.
What's it called? Bonnaroo in Tennessee where they do it in the desert or Arizona. Burning Man. Like there's a bunch of big festivals. So tickets may across the board be bad for all of them.
Yeah, just down in general.
Yeah, just down in general. I don't know though.
How do people spend that much money on Super Bowl tickets, by the way?
Girl, because there was a TikTok.
I saw the TikTok.
Which kind of thought this where he would go around and ask.
How much did you spend like on your tickets?
And they were all like 8 to 10 to 20
a
ticket. So I was like, but Coachella tickets are like what, 200-300 for like general, right?
Right.
So I was like, that's not adding up.
I was really shocked about the tickets.
Adding up.
I didn't know that they were from 8 to 10,000 per ticket for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. And like the people that were saying it are just like very like just chill ass people.
Oh yeah. Like
they were not like
celebrities.
celebs. Like they were like just chill ass people that were just like, I spent 8 to 10 grand. I was like to me, like that sounds like crazy.
Crazy.
But I guess if it's like it's like a lifelong goal super fan.
Yeah.
Then it's like you save up for so long to do it. Sure. But I was really gagged. I didn't know that they were like that priced.
Crazy.
That's shocking.
Crazy.
Who's paying that kind of coin?
Girl, somebody, because they were pretty sold out. Like the tickets, if the ticket sales were that high, that means they were very sought after tickets.
Oh my!
You know what I mean? Like it's like supply and
like,
demand.
What, 1,000?
Yes,
2,000?
It'd be supply and demand. Look, Coachella's already trying to lower the price, right? Or weren't they trying to like?
Trying to.
Yeah.
Or get rid of more tickets.
It's supply and demand. The demand is not there.
That's cool.
So they're trying to lower the price, but clearly the demand for the Super Bowl, you know what I mean, is through the roof. So they're selling regular seat tickets for $8,000-$9,000. Crazy.
I was so shocked when they were like, "How much is your ticket?" $7,000. I was like, "Huh?"
And that's not even box seats.
I was thinking, like, I thought if they were gonna like say like 700, I thought I was like, "Oh, that's a lot."
Yeah,
that makes sense. 7,000 shook me in my core.
Baby. And it's like Coachella is a full weekend experience. This is one night.
Right. Like it's 5 hours.
Yeah, it's like 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours.
And then that's it. So that's really wild.
I was shook.
That's really wild. Thank you to Liquid IV for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. Staying up late, hanging out with friends, yelling at the game on TV. You do a lot over the big weekend, so when it's time to start another big week like this week, celebrate with Hydration Monday with Liquid IV.
The cool thing about Liquid IV, you guys, is 1 stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. 3 times electrolytes of the leading sports drink. No artificial sweeteners. 8 vitamins and nutrients. Non-GMO. Honestly, it's such a good product. I've used it for years. I'm a huge fan. I get my big pack at Costco. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Liquid IV.
Weekends for going wild. Have a game plan for Monday with Liquid IV. Grab your Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier, sugar-free and bulk nationwide at Costco, or get 20% off your first order when you go to liquidiv.com and use code FULL at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Superior Hydration today using promo code FULL at liquidiv.com. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. You guys, therapy can be a place to work through all your challenges you face, whether it's your relationship, your friends, your work, whatever is going on in your life. Therapy can be a great go-to place to discuss any challenges in that area.
I'm a humongous fan of therapy. I've been doing therapy for years and years and years, and I'm a huge advocate. Whenever I just need like an extra pick-me-up, an extra help, I will go into therapy, and it's great. BetterHelp is such a great resource for people who don't want to go in for therapy. They want to do it from the comfort of their own home, which is absolutely incredible. And I benefited a lot from therapy in my life, and it's kind of fantastic.
With BetterHelp, it's entirely online, and it's designed to be flexible and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire. You can get matched to a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit BetterHelp.com/full-coverage today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/full-coverage.
Oh my God, my other peak is that this lash here.
The other peak?
Pit.
Wait,
Sorry.
let me see the lash.
It's lifted, and I always, okay, good. I always have lash glue with me no matter what. Right here.
Oh, in the beginning, I can barely see it.
Okay, good.
I can't even see it, actually.
It's trying to lift, and I always have lash glue on me, so it's not a big deal. And the other day, I was in my closet where this bag was, and my lash lifted. So I was like, oh, let me grab that lash glue. And guess who did put it back? Me. No, I don't have my lash glue. I know my lash.
There's something about having a lifted lash that will take me out of it.
It'll send me to orbit.
Same.
And if I leave my house with fake nail or press-on nails or a fake lash, I always have the glue for both, because you don't play that game in life. You don't play that game in life. You always bring it with you, so it's no big deal. And this time I didn't do it.
The second my lash lifts, I'm leaving.
So I'm going home right now. I will see y'all next week. Manny's gonna carry this episode for me. I'm
asking myself questions.
So Manny.
No, that's literally the worst. And also, it's funny because there was one time we were at this one event, and I went to the bathroom. I had just tried to pee, and I looked in the mirror, and my lash was literally lifted so fiercely. And I went back, and I was like, Laura, my fucking lash is lifted. You're like, I was gonna tell you because we were gonna leave if we do. And I was like, you're so right. I would have been like, let's fucking go. She's like, what are you gonna do about it? We're already here. And I was like,
I rip it off.
You're right.
They were really going home.
It was true, and I was like, damn. Yeah. Because I think we had literally just got there. And I was like, yeah, I'm not turning back.
No turning back now. But it's horrible.
It's literally the worst thing in the entire
So if you're talking to someone and the lash is pretty lifted, where are you looking?
The lash.
I'm looking at the lash.
I'm like this.
And I cannot look away. I'm seriously, if your lash is lifted, I'm going to have to hone in.
I'm not even trying to
want to do it.
But it's flapping and it's talking back to me.
Exactly. And it shouldn't be. The lash is about to take off.
In flight.
And so I typically, unless I have lash glue, I can't tell people, because then you send them into a rage of panic. A rage of panic.
Because it's what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do?
I remember one time I went to lunch with Katie or dinner, and her lash had lifted, but I really hadn't paid attention that much because it was a very, very minute lift. It was a baby lift. It was an Ardell lift. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not like a Miami flat.
Yeah.
And she looked in the mirror and texted me and was like, you fucking bitch. You said at that dinner and you didn't tell me.
She's like this. Her lash is like this.
Her lash was gone, girl. But it was a baby lift. It was not necessary.
It wasn't a real one.
I did look at it at the dinner, though.
Laura's looking straight at Katie's lash like this. That's a fucked up lash.
Then I'm not gonna tell you.
No, but it's true because like I think it's like I want to know, but like what am I supposed to do about it?
Yep.
I want to know, but if I don't have lash glue on me,
if I have lash
I'm just
glue,
gonna be pissed.
I can tell you because I'll let you bum some lash glue
Exactly.
off me. 100%.
But if
100%.
not,
gingivitis and all. Oh, what's an eye? What's an eye one?
like a sty
A
or
sty or not? You can use my
sty or
lash
not.
glue. You can always use. I'll get a new one. Truly, have 50 of them at home. Use it. Use it.
Take the glue.
You take the glue.
Glue it down.
I will share the glue.
That's very sweet of you.
Yeah.
That's a girl's girl right there.
I've had many of girls share their glue with me.
Yeah, and
at
I'll
an
share glue
event.
too.
I remember I went to a J-Lo concert and the first 5 minutes in, my lash lifted and I had no lash glue on me. And the girls come and run it and they saved my life. How could I survive a concert?
No, you couldn't.
Book the bus. I'm going
You would have
back.
literally flapped away.
I
You
would
would
have
have blinked and went, pew.
flapped away. So they
Yeah,
saved
the lash
my
glue
life.
lifting, it really will send me
Girls
into a
have saved
rage.
me. I've saved girls. And there are times when I haven't said anything.
Because you didn't have glue on you.
I mean, I glue.
And like, but what if they had glue, Laura? You could have saved them.
Oh my God, Manny, you're bringing up a really good point right now.
I was like, wait.
There is a possibility
they have
the glue.
Because what if you're like, oh my God, like, do you have lash glue? Because you're thinking like, if you like pretending like it's not about them, but you make it about you, like, oh, I feel like lash lifting. Do you have lash glue? Like if you make it about you, and they'll be like, yeah, and I'm like, oh my God, like
I'm
you
not
need
even
it
wearing
too.
lashes. Yeah. Oh, look.
Oh, you know what?
You need
like,
glue too.
you
So
might
let's
need to
go
use
ahead and
that
get
glue.
you to use the glue first, and then I'll use it. I never once thought that they may have lash glue and could handle the situation. That has never crossed my mind.
What if they have a lash glue, Laura,
Oh
and they
my
just don't know their lash is
gosh.
lifted?
Okay, now I'll take the risk
It's
and
a
start
conundrum.
telling people. I'm gonna walk through events. Your lash is lifting. Your lash is lifting.
Lash, you're
Lash
ugly.
is lifting.
You're stupid.
No. I'm gonna start telling these hoes.
Your lash is lifted.
I'm gonna ruin their night. Baby, that
oh
lash
my
is
God,
gone.
it's the worst.
Girl, that lash
There's
is
something about a lash lift
gone.
that really will take me out
It
of the
will
game.
take you out. It will. And see, it's on my mind, so I didn't bring it up. It's on my mind.
The lash glue trauma is so real.
Do you know what's worse than that for me? I have
What?
leaky eyes. You know that, like,
Yes, the water.
right here, like,
Mhm.
and
And the little patch.
I could
the
use
little no concealer patch right here.
I could use eyeliner of steel,
and you're
and
still.
it's going to leak. It is going
gonna
to.
run.
It doesn't matter. So, like, I found some of the best, obviously, Rare Beauty and KVD are some of
They
the non-leakies, but I can make those leak. But still, they get me there. You know.
That is the worst. Because like, what are you supposed to do about that too?
It'll leak everywhere on me. I can't even barely tight or anything.
Okay, honestly, the
Waterproof?
tight lining is a little rough. I will be
Yeah,
like,
with the leakiness.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have leaky eyes. So,
Well,
okay. You want to answer
James.
some questions?
yes.
Okay.
I would like to answer some questions. I'm very excited. I'm very scared. Titillated even.
I'm going to go with the yellow, and that's the middle one, which is called closer, but not closest or close.
To start off?
I'm just digging
we starting
one.
off?
What's your guilty pleasure? Jacking off.
No, you said that last time.
Oh, did
No,
I?
but yes, you did with Daniel. Remember we were down here
Oh.
like jerking out. You guys guilty pleasure.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I think my guilty pleasure is playing video games.
Okay.
That's like a guilty pleasure. I was like, because I love doing it, but sometimes I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't be doing this right now. I need to like get more work done. But I'll be guilty playing.
You love it.
and I love spending money on the game too, which is also a guilty pleasure.
Okay, yeah.
I shouldn't
That's
be
a really
spending
good
money.
one. That's a really good one.
Thank you. Give me a fuck. And I'm gonna do yellow as well.
Okay.
Guilty pleasure, wild card. Each play. Oh damn. Okay, hold on. Let me read. Each player must come up with 3 statements about themselves. 2 must be truthful and 1 a lie. Then each player tries to guess which of these 3 statements is a lie.
Okay.
So you have to give me. So technically it's just for you. So you have to give me 2 truths and a lie, and I have to
2
guess.
truths and 1's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2 truths and 1's a lie. Think about it.
First one. One night, I was drunk in the Taco Bell parking lot in college, and I got out of the car in the middle of the drive-thru and started pissing everywhere on the sidewalk.
Okay.
I mean, on the concrete, on the parking lot.
That's true. That's very true.
One time, I was driving on my phone, and I wasn't paying attention, and I caused a wreck behind me, but I didn't get hit, so I kept going. But I caused a two car wreck behind me. And one night in college, I drank a whole 12-pack of beer by myself at a bonfire and blacked out. Which one is the lie?
I feel like the lie is the blackout one.
Which blackout? Oh, the Taco Bell one?
No, the third one.
The third one, the 12-pack of beer by myself?
Yes.
The lie is the 3-pile car up.
You're kidding.
I mean, the car wreck. That never happened. I did indeed drink a 12-pack of beer. Tyler was there by myself.
Really?
Yes, I did. It was a 12-pack of Michelob Ultra.
And drink all 12 by yourself?
I did.
And you didn't die?
I thought I actually, I had plans on going to the club after I did that.
Oh.
And I did make it to the club.
But you were young.
Young.
And the tolerance was high.
The tolerance was high. And I went to a bonfire and they lit a couch on fire in the middle of the woods. There were roosters everywhere.
And you lit a couch on fire?
They did.
Oh, they did.
The bonfire. The friends that were doing the bonfire, they put a whole couch in the fire. And there were, I remember there were just chickens everywhere. We were out in the middle of the woods, but it was in Alabama.
Wait, there's chickens everywhere in Alabama?
I mean, in the countryside.
Okay.
But the area you go to college in is like country.
Imagine the chickens jump on the fiery couch and they became chicken.
They were in their coop.
Tenders.
They were literally chilling because it was in the middle of the night. They were in their coop.
They were just living.
Living. And I drank the whole 12-pack. And let me tell you, I blacked out.
How much alcohol is in like one beer?
Not a lot.
But when you do 12
like
combined,
a cocktail would be
baby, how was your stomach not thick here?
Way more. I don't know.
What?
I was probably like 21.
I'm fascinated by this. Because I feel like there's so many unanswered questions. Like,
I bought myself a pack of Michelob and I went into the party and I remember not keeping up with how much I was drinking. And I do remember being like, oh my God, this is the last one.
You said, oh my God, oh no.
This one looks lonely. And I finished it.
You can't be the only one left.
Girl, it was hell to pay the next day.
Were you fucking hungover as fuck?
Hell to pay.
Laura, that sounds like literally like trauma.
Oh, girl.
Great story though.
It was made
That's
for
a great story.
Great,
horrible times make for great stories.
At a bonfire, yep. But I got you with that wreck. You said that sounds like Laura.
I was like,
You said that one sounds right.
Not you now, like you 10 years ago.
No.
Like that wouldn't be you now, but I was like, maybe like when you're like, oh fuck, I gotta go. Laura's like, oh fuck,
I was playing on my honestly, I probably have done that.
I can't afford that.
Sorry, I gotta go. Nope, that was a lie. I never caused a wreck that I wasn't involved in.
You're like, baby, I've been in every wreck that I was in.
I've never caused someone else to wreck.
You know, when I was listening to that story, it didn't make a lot of sense because like, how did you cause a wreck but you not get hit? Yeah. So I was thinking that, but
maybe
I was
like slamming on brakes and then it caused them. But I was like, none of that happened.
How did you not get wrecked?
Shockingly enough, that did not happen. If I've ever caused a wreck, I was involved. I got hit.
I only got I only got into a wreck that one time when I hit the own pole with the electric car.
That's crazy to me. I've been hit so many times, and I've hit people so many times. Both, truly both. Literally, you remember I told you?
Maybe that insurance is high. Not monthly.
Woo!
Lord help us all, because I know that insurance is fucked.
It'll get you. I kind of want you to do the same thing, or should I pull a new one?
You pull a new one.
Okay.
I was like, now I'd have to fucking think about it. I'm like,
all right, let me see. That one's stupid. Have you ever questioned your sanity? Yes.
Oh, every day?
Yes.
Every day. Wait, so is red the closest one? Closest.
Closer.
Okay.
Or closest, yeah. Okay, it says on a piece of paper, we're not going to do it on a piece of paper. It just says give each other 5 specific compliments, then read them out loud to each other. So we would both have to do it. So just, yeah.
You have to write it down.
That's right. But it says we have to do it. Do I have to do it? No, you just do it. I'll do it.
I can just, both of us.
We'll do it. Let's do it.
So I'm going to start off first.
Okay.
I think that you are an incredible aunt to Aaron.
My first one, I think you're a really great mother to Zaya. Well, thank you.
I am.
You are.
And you are too.
Like, you know how you get judgy with some people and their pets, but like I've never worried about Zaya a day in my life ever. Never even a second thought to even worry about her ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, and same with Aaron. I feel like you're such a good aunt to her that it's literally like crazy because you like even when you tell me things, you're like, oh, this is what we did. I'm like, damn, how'd you even know to do that? Like I am always very impressed with like things that you'll say or like kind of teaching her a lesson. I'm like, how did you know to do that?
Oh, thank you.
Like that's cool. Like I didn't even know you could do that, and you do.
Yeah.
Which is very impressive.
Well, thank you, darling.
I think that you have the most beautiful skin and skin tone, like gorge. Like I literally use ultra dark tanning to even get close to that, and I'm not even close.
I'm like, let me show my face.
You're like,
a little
oh
more.
my god.
Let me get my
You
face.
know, now that this rash is gone, I'm like,
For
God,
real.
hey.
Did I show you my transformation before and
No, I
after?
haven't seen it. Show me.
I have to show me this really quick. I took a before
Wait,
and
what the
after
fuck? Did you
picture
really?
from where I'm at
Let me see.
right now to where
Compared
I was.
to. Is it before? Lord, it's
That's
a
a
night
big
and fucking
difference.
day.
That's night and day, isn't it? That's
Holy
night and day.
shit.
Isn't that crazy how much better I look? You can tell, baby.
You can, babe.
The healing.
And that's in the daytime, so you know it's even more severe.
And that's in
That would have been even the harshest possible.
You can see every pore on my face. Yeah.
Lord, I'm very impressed.
He got me. So I was like, I need to show Manny how much better I look. Okay, by the way, thank you. My second one is I think you're a very smart influencer and you're really good at making smart content.
Oh.
Like you're good at what you do, which is proof. That's why you've ended up so far.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. You kind bitch. That's actually funny because my next one was literally saying that I think that your work ethic is incredible.
Oh.
Because you are like literally one of the hardest working people I know. Because you're the type of person that like you plan so well. Like that Virgo-ness in you is really strong in this moment where it's like planning, getting like, for example, you going on your trip, you're like, okay, like I have this night and this night to do this and this and this and this and this. So I'm gonna get that done. And it's very like not on a whim, if that makes sense.
I'm never
Sometimes
on a whim.
I'm a planner, but I also can be on a whim. So I'm like doing both. When it comes to like content or like work, I'll be like, okay, on a whim, like, oh, this just happened. This opened up. I'll create something.
Yeah.
But I don't like plan as well.
I have like every second of my week booked.
No, plan ahead.
Just a
and
plan.
It's nice. Like I think that's a really cool quality. I kind of wish I was like that. Like I wish I was more planny.
Yeah.
Where sometimes like I can be planny, but then I'm like, if something were to transpire, I'm like, let me just do it now.
Yeah.
Because I'm scared I won't have time to do it before again.
Right. Wow. That's why I get really particular too with my time.
I know.
You know how I am. Like I get really picky because that's why I've already got everything
You're like everything's already aligned.
Aligned. I'm so sorry. I can't fit that in the schedule.
Yes. It's almost like OCD, but with time.
It is.
That's
it
like
is.
a time OCD.
Every second for my life is accounted for. Yes, TOCD.
TOCD.
Okay, I put that you defend your friends, but what I mean in that is like, you know, you're in a group and like if they're talking about someone maybe you like, and it's like maybe what they're saying is true. You always play devil's advocate for that person, especially when they're not even there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so and so, girl, she's so crazy posting that, and you'll be like, well, think about it this way. Maybe she posted because of this. Like you're really good at
me to a T.
Now, if it's a dumb bitch that you don't like, you know, you kind of let it lie.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah, you kind of, like, let it be. Yeah, that is a dumbass bitch. But
100%.
like with your friends, like you always try to see the good, spin it in a positive way for them, and they should know that. You know,
that's actually really nice. I mean, I don't do that because I think they're gonna never find out. I just like.
Exactly. You do it when they're not there.
Yeah, I always
do it when they're not there. You always defend. And honestly, that has rubbed off on me from you. Like there have been times where I could very easily shred because what they're saying is true, but I try to throw a bone for my friend.
Yeah,
you know, like
the bone. As we all know, our friends also just do stupid ass shit. But it's like I am a big believer in like giving people this
a little grace,
the benefit of the doubt.
A little grace.
100%.
You play the devil's advocate for, which is nice. You know, sometimes.
I think that you have one of the best sense of humors in the world.
You know what? I agree with that.
Like it's true. Like I genuinely feel like you are not only one of the funniest people I've ever met and known in my life, but like you can volley and like you're fun with it. Like you're not like this is also like one of the things that we've talked about so many times where it's like sometimes people can be very like in their own feelings about like getting made fun of or like a joke or like something like that. You don't like get like that. Like you're very much like if you get clowned, you're gonna clown right back or like it's gonna be like a volley, like a mutual thing, and it's just like fun.
Like I'm never ever have. I don't think I've ever come to you and ever behind the scenes be like, do you remember when she said that about me?
Never.
Like never.
Unless there was something literally crazy.
I lay it on the table.
There was this one time. But it was like something, it was like someone had like whispered something to you at an event and you're like, like this, the finger was bent so far she said, So it's like, but I agree. It's like, there's no like, that's like not a thing. Cause like, especially if it was a joke and it's like, girl, you know, it's a joke. Like I like people that have like very well senses of humor that like, they know when things are a joke and they know when things are not a joke. Like,
I don't take it personal.
Yeah. Like why? Like what's the point of taking personal?
And I'm going to say something to you and you shouldn't take it personal.
Absolutely.
Like I'll get
especially
you too.
If it's a joke.
It's funny.
The whole point of it is like a joke. If you're trying to hurt someone's feelings, it's a different thing. But if you're joking.
But I think the amount of people who can't
take a joke. It's actually quite shocking the amount of people that can't take a joke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl.
I'm almost like, I'm more like,
serious.
pick me, roast me.
No, literally like, pick me. I want to get roasted, bitch.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yes, absolutely. It's funny.
I think it's funny.
It's funny.
That's one of the things that also love your sense of humor too. I don't think we'd be closest friends if like you didn't get my humor or like I didn't get yours or like you like to take things too far too.
Yeah.
But Tyler, that was one of the things that attracted him to me. Like we have a very similar sense of humor. And so like, I don't know, I feel like that's some little part of that makes our relationship strong too, you know?
Because I feel like I feel the same with Tyler. Like I feel like I can volley with him easily.
Yeah.
We can shred each other.
Yeah.
And it's actually like out of a good loving place.
Right.
Like I know if he comes for me like that, it's like that's his way of saying I love you.
Yes.
And same.
Yes.
Even though I hate you. You giggled.
My next one is you're always a good time, meaning you're just like always in a good mood or like whatever I do with you, even if it's in the trenches, if it's something horrible, like we're going to have a good time. And I do attribute that mostly to you, like always having a positive attitude going into things. Whereas me, I can get a little.
Laura, this reminds me of oh my gosh. Remember when we got into that car accident on our way to the Laura, like the thing is like that could have been a very traumatic thing with our Uber getting into the crash. But like we somehow turn it into oh shit. Like the fucking driver getting out of the giggling, laughing, going crazy. The girl, what the fuck? Like going like that could have been a traumatic moment, but we did turn it into this like absolute pandemonium, like funny thing.
We did.
Because that's just how we are.
We can literally crash into you on the freeway and we're going to have a great time.
Laugh. And you're going to have a great time. And you're going to say thank you.
Thank you.
And my last one is that I think they have the most amazing sense of style. Like yes, I think that you can put outfits together beautifully. I think that you have a beautiful interior design eye. Your home is beautiful. Like everything about it, I feel like you are so aesthetically pleasing. And I know that sounds very strange. Like saying that someone's aesthetically pleasing is weird. Right. But like, I think that you have this like beautiful sense of style that like, you know your body, you know your shape, you know everything about it well. Like you can dress yourself well. Thank you. You have to know your shape
I do.
Well.
And I also put effort in there. Like I truly do. I try.
Yes.
Like I truly do. Like it's not like something that I'm just lucky. Like I think about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I think
because you told me
about
you're like, I feel like I have more of like a square shape, so I know how to dress myself now more than I did before, like things like that.
Way more. I
like,
look back and I'm a wreck.
No, you're
but
not
like I literally
I know what you're saying.
Put effort into figuring out. I start following girls that, you know, has similar body shape as me. And be like, I may love and die for a certain outfit, but I know my body and I know it ain't gonna look like that on me. Right. So it's like I've learned to be happier in things that and look better, you know, on things that work for my body shape. But thank you. I really appreciate that because I put a lot of effort in there.
Yeah. And the same with interior design, like everything, like your home is beautiful. Like you work again, like I think it's like you are good at things that you focus on. You know, like you like, and I feel like humans as general, like if we like something, like we're really gonna like it and we're gonna go in and we're gonna get just better at something that we enjoy. Right. And I feel like since you enjoy those things, you're just good at them. Right. You know, because you practice.
You're really good at video games. Like anytime I've ever tried to beat you at a video game, I can't do it. Like not even close. Like not even close.
Thank you. It's something you know I love doing it.
You do because you fucking love it.
It's fun. Like,
but like I don't even stand close to a chance.
I know.
Even if it's a game he's never played and I'll try to go and play it, he'll win. I'm like, I've been playing this for weeks. Why?
I was playing Catan. We're like,
literally, I'm like, God damn it. Okay, my last one, I said you have very pretty eyes, and I think it's a sin.
You are sick.
Green-eyed people are the devil, and they're God's favorite, and the rest of us just.
It's not right. It's not
Aaron
right.
has your eyes too, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
It's wrong. It is very wrong.
It is wrong.
Yesterday, like I was at this
green
party.
is the most rare.
Really? Mm-hmm. I feel like I have some brown in there too.
But they're pretty green.
They are darn green.
They're
sometimes.
pretty green.
Yesterday, like I was wearing a green like shirt. And whenever I'm wearing green, they tend to be a little more green.
Definitely.
And I was at this party, at this gay party, and I literally got my eyes complimented like 4 times.
Do you see? They're really pretty. They're really, really pretty.
Sweet. It was nice
You're a chosen one. So
I'm a chosen one.
No complaining from you.
No.
You have green eyes. You have
and
green
it's funny,
eyes.
I used to be so like, I want blue though.
Oh my God.
You know, like growing up, I was like.
I think green is the rarest eye color. Like the least amount of people have green.
So. I think you're
green
right.
is such a cool color to have, like a green
and it's green.
eye.
It's like one of my favorite colors.
My mother had like light green eyes. Like
imagine you had green eyes, Laura. Oh no, because I wouldn't. You would be unstoppable.
I would be unstoppable. It would be over for all of you bitches about what just would have got a green eye.
If you had a green eye, it would be a wrap.
Just
Laura
one
Lee.
green eye. That's all I need.
You only like this.
Just one.
You get one pirate eye. You're like.
It would have been over for all of you.
If you had one glass eye, it'd be a
needed
wreck.
a green eye.
You needed a green eye, Laura.
That was a really fun one, by the way.
That was fun. I actually really much enjoyed that one.
I'm just going to go to close.
Okay.
What do you value most in a friendship or in a relationship?
It's so fun. I feel like it's like the things I just did, like the complimenting things I just did. I'm like, those things I value. Trust a lot. Like, I feel like that is like my biggest one now as I've gotten older. Plus with what we do as careers. If I don't like have trust in you, like we'll never be friends. Like we'll never be close. Like if I can't feel like you have my back in some capacity or you're defending me if things were to go awry, then I just don't think that we could ever really be close.
Smart.
As I get older, you know, especially like with doing what we do. It's like if you're in my life, I have a lot of trust in you because it's like I'm trusting you with just like affirmation things, like all these things. I feel like that's really, really important is like trust and if I'm having a good time with you.
Yeah. I love that. That's a really good answer.
What about you? Just as a side note, I'm
value. I would honestly have to piggyback off yours. That is one of the things that stops me from getting new friends and allowing new friends is the trust factor. Yeah. And it takes me a really long time. Girl.
We've been burned. We've been hurt.
Because we just so nonchalantly trusted people.
Yeah, too much. I feel like in the beginning.
So now I'm like a still trap because I already have so many great friends in my life. So I'm like, baby, the quota's filled.
Yeah, babe.
So it's like you're going to have to be some kind of special something, you know?
Like.
To get in there.
It's not going to work.
Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. Cha-ching! That is the sound you will hear when you switch your business over to Shopify. It is a global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell, online, in person, on social media, and beyond.
We are huge fans of Shopify. You guys, this is the commerce platform that should basically just go wherever your customers are, not the other way around. With Shopify, you can connect to endless sales channels like TikTok, Instagram, Etsy, Amazon, more. Selling in person, Shopify turns your mobile device into a powerful point of sale system, or you can get Shopify's fully integrated hardware setup for your retail store.
One of my personal favorite things about using Shopify is how user-friendly it is. You do not have to be a computer wizard to figure it out and run your business. They really simplify the process and they give you endless options.
Sign up today for your $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/full coverage, all lowercase. That's 1 month for just $1 at shopify.com/full coverage. Shopify.com/full coverage. My next one, what is the biggest lesson you learned in the hardest way? The biggest lesson you learned in the hardest way.
I will say there's been a lot of lessons.
Oof.
I'm trying to think of like a macho one. A big lesson I had to learn in a very public way is that perception's reality. And I never really understood that because I didn't come up as a celebrity. I came up as a normal girl on YouTube. You know what I mean? So there was never any training or understanding. I had to learn it my own way through trial and error. And like, I would always get so mad and frustrated when people would make drama channel videos and spin stories. But what I didn't realize is that I was kind of doing it to myself.
Right.
A lot of the times because I didn't realize like if you put something out there, it doesn't matter what it is, it matters how it comes across.
Exactly.
And it matters what their perception is of that. For instance, not too long ago, I was like, I'm not going to tell like any of my nights out drinking anymore because perception is reality. And now I'm getting paragraphs that I'm an alcoholic. It's like, because if they hear that, you know, out of 365 days a year, all they hear about is the 3 nights you got drunk. That's going to be the perception you put out there.
They're not hearing about the 362 chill nights.
Of me sitting at home watching TV because there's nothing to tell with those. But it's still, it's perception's reality. And like, that was a very hard lesson for me to learn. And I got in drama multiple times for not simply understanding that.
Totally. That what you shared is what their
like when we ran around the Morphe store with those long receipts. Perception was that we were trying to lie to our audience and pretend that we bought it all. That never crossed my mind once. That's what I was doing. I thought it was funny that they printed off such a long receipt just to take the product out of inventory. But it doesn't matter what was really happening. What mattered is how people perceived it.
And they thought that we were, look how much we just bought because we showed a receipt. Right. Which is like, again, like we would not have thought that was the thing.
Yeah. So
you
now
know, I think the internet can take things very far as well.
Yeah, it's like the internet did drag that one pretty far. Like that was pretty, but it's like now I'm really careful about what I post for those reasons, you know, like, oh, well, this could get spun into this. Or, you know, I don't have as many eyes on me as I once did. So you have to be a little more careful because people are able to spin things a little easier now, not so much. But it was a very hard lesson to learn. It took me a really long time to understand that, you know?
I literally can piggyback off that so fiercely. Just like it's the same for me. Like perception is reality, and it's just like that's just what it is. And I think that sometimes, like for a long time, I was so like honed in about it. Like, and I was like, oh my god, like I just have to be so like prim, proper, perfect all the time. But then I stopped. Like, I think as time went on, like I was like, yeah, like if people are gonna think that, then they're gonna think that. So like I feel like I stopped caring a little bit more as I got older, because I think that's just more in general. I think that as you get older, you just stop caring about certain things.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, well, girl, like if you're going to think that, then like I'm not going to forcibly change your mind.
Right.
There's nothing I'm going to do to change your perception of who you think I am. I'm just going to live my life. And if that's what you think of me, then that's what you think. Like I'm never going to change
the mind
that.
is clearly made up a lot of the times.
Yeah. It's usually like made up. So it's kind of like, all right, like, cool. Then that's what you think, and I'm just gonna keep it moving.
What do you want your final words to be?
Help me.
Same. Help me.
No, my final words, like that's so deep.
I haven't even thought of that.
I've never thought of it because I've never thought about like
I feel like I should
my
pick
final
another
words.
word.
I feel like that too. Maybe just like I love you. I don't know. Like,
do you carry any wounds that you still have not healed?
Wounds I've not healed from. I feel like, you know what? I feel like a lot of the wounds I've had, I have healed from. I think sometimes like the trauma of being like in really like strict church, growing up, like
that one has affected you.
It's like affected me in so many ways in my life, from growing up like really religious, but like being closeted gay, and then like kind of just like all that kind of stuff piling on. It's obviously like I am who I am today because of it, but a lot of that has caused so much trauma in my life, like bad trauma from just like my own self-worth. And like so many things can stem from like that hiding who you really are because you're scared of how people are going to receive you. Like so many things that you can see as your future self, you have comes from like your little you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. 100%.
And so all these things where it's like this people pleaser aspect of me, there's so many like traits I have that are not like the best traits I have now. And I know that they stem, a lot of them, from
the church,
my
like
whole
the
entire
heavy
15,
religion.
yeah, like my whole first 20 years of life, like but that was my first 20 years. Like
that's
I'm
your
32.
core.
That's my core of who I am. So it's kind of hard to relearn and redo these things, other than just trying to like focus and move forward in the happy, go lucky, positive ways. But it definitely affected me like fiercely for a really, really long time. And like I'm happy with me now, but there was a lot of traumatic moments where like they're engraved in my personality. Like I can't like just get rid of them. Therapy, like everything. They're just subconscious beliefs that I can't like really get out because it's like in my DNA.
Do you know what's so interesting? Like I grew up not knowing anything about the Mormon religion because where I'm from in Alabama, it's I honestly, I can't say there's zero Mormons, but I really hadn't even heard of Mormonism before.
Totally.
You have to remember, I didn't come from a massive state like California where there's millions of people. I came from a city where the biggest city was like 200,000 people. So you're not going to get as much. And so like I understood religion because I grew up Southern Baptist, but I did not understand what Mormonism was and what that religion was, and I didn't know much about it. So you would always say, and I always understood it was like a strict religion and like the bits you would tell me, but I don't know if this is good or bad, but like watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake, I understood more. Like I understood where you were coming from more because they really break down like what it is and how it is and what it is to be a member of that kind of church. Because all I had to go off of is like the type of church I was a member from, which is very different actually than the Mormon church. It's a bit more of like a stronger religion where it's a bigger community, you know, thing to, I don't know. There's like a lot that goes into it that it's like you kind of revolve your whole life around it.
Yeah, I feel like when you grow up LDS, like it kind of, that's a big part of your life, and it's a big revolving part of it. And you know, there's aspects of the housewives that I'm kind of like, oh, like this is so random. Like it didn't apply to me because I grew up in San Diego. So like again, it's a lot different in that aspect. Utah Mormon is like a different
another
kind
level
of thing.
But I saw how you were like,
you understood what I was saying.
like what they preached there. You know what I mean? I know you weren't like going on your mission. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
I totally know. And you weren't like,
I wasn't like really going to mission. Like I wasn't like
you were still living life, but it still affects you because you like your family's a part of that.
Still, and I would go to church every single Sunday. I went to seminary, which is every day before school in high school. 5 days a week from 6 to 7, you do an hour of church. And I did this for 4 years, Monday through Friday, and then also going to church on Sundays.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about that I do not understand or did not know was a thing. This is what I'm talking about.
I don't think I've ever told you about seminary. I did seminary, for like 4 years.
I learned something new. But see, Salt Lake, they'll like bring up, like I didn't know at 18 there's these missions.
The missions 19,
I had never heard of that in my life. And they like broke down what that is and why they do that.
Yeah. So there's just like a lot of aspects. I think that like when you have like such a strong upbringing and something like that, like it just like kind of shapes you. And like I have a lot of great qualities from it too, like 100%. Family and
I can tell the women on Housewives, honestly, some of their only good qualities I see comes from that.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of like great things, but I think that there's like a lot of just like bad things, just like all of us, like that will always just kind of stay engraved in you that you can't really just like help. You can just try to like, you know, do the best that you can and like work through it. So I've definitely worked through a lot of that stuff, but like at the end of the day, it's still like deep rooted, like unrootable things that I just can't like get past sometimes.
Yeah. Wow. You know? That's interesting.
That's the reality. That is the reality.
Yeah.
How do you relieve your stress? I like how that was the closest, and that was how do you relieve your stress? Do you want to do that one, or would you just skip?
Whatever. Watch Housewives.
I'm gonna ask you another one.
Answer.
Answer it, but I'm gonna do another one. What embarrasses you the most to do in front of other people?
Ooh, I like this one.
Sounds good.
I like to have attention on me, but I don't like to be the center of attention. Like I can like make a joke and we can have a laugh, but we need to move on from me.
Yeah, like stop.
I don't need to be the queen of the room. You know what I mean?
Unless
like,
you're performing.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Unless you're performing to RuPaul.
I will demand everybody's attention.
Unless we're doing a catwalk, it's over.
I will demand. But
about public speaking?
Public speaking, like truly, like to an audience of people, like I don't know, like I will freak out.
Well, I still remember your party.
Ooh,
I still remember that because you're not a nervous.
It's my kryptonite.
She's not a nervous Nelly, you guys.
No.
Like she's actually very social. She's like, of us two, babe, right here, the social butterfly, and she helps me get me into the socialness. But I don't think I've ever seen you get nervous in like a group setting. I
do not.
Other than that, fuck having to speak.
I could honestly probably perform a dance better in public than I 100%. Could actually speak to public. Like stand up all by myself. I could also do
a panel. You can do a panel easy
because it's not all about me. I can answer a quick question. Like I'm not even gonna be nervous. If you made me go on stage all alone, no one else, just me and the mic, and I watch singers do it all the time. I'm like, how are you doing this? But I'll lose it all.
I think that lose it all. But it's also like when you think about it, it's fucking crazy. So even be able to do that and just be in front of everyone, just speak, like, huh?
I asked Ash Combe because she teaches a lot of masterclass, and it's her by herself speaking, and she's very, 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 very good at it, like and above good. So I questioned her on it. I was like, Ash, you're so good at this, and she goes, you know what it is? She was like, it's because I'm talking about what I know more than anything. I'm talking about makeup. She said, if you made me go on stage and like talk about something.
The weather.
Yes. She was like, it wouldn't be like this.
Apart.
Yes. She was like, it's because I know.
It's what you know. And I think that's why it's actually easier for us to do panels. Because they're asking us questions about things that we've already know, we have already discussed, and things that we can speak to.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're doing a speech, let's say about like thanking everyone that it's being here, it's nerve-wracking because it's like, oh my God, this is about me and my brands and my thing.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a little bit more intense.
It'll
get you.
Nothing will get me like that though. I will be shaking.
And shaking in the boots.
What do you do? Where do you go when you need to be alone? Home.
Baby, home.
But see, some people don't live home alone.
That's so true. You're right.
I'll go to the beach.
You'll go to the beach. You'll do like a beach walk or thing. Will go to the gym because if I put my headphones in, I'm technically not physically alone.
Truly.
But if I have the headphones on and I'm doing my own workouts, like that I'm in my own world.
I was just telling Ty when I go work out, yes, there's other people there, but I was telling him, I was like, it is an alone thing for me.
Out.
It's not a social thing for me. And like, I always say hello to my instructor. I'm like, what's up, what's up? But like, I'm not trying to chat.
Exactly.
And there aren't either. Most people in there, it's a very alone activity.
Well, especially like the thing that you're doing is even more, it's not like something you get up and move around to do. Like you're stuck in your spot, you're listening to instruction, and then you're just doing the moves and you're getting it going. And like no one else should be really talking while the instructor's talking. So it's kind of like,
oh, people go there for social.
Oh, they
literally
do?
The room is so loud with people talking, like the whole.
I'm surprised.
Like not in, when the workout's going on, no more. But before, it's like wow, there's like a party in there. But not me. I'm like,
don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
No talking to me. But some people are like that in there, and I'm one of them. Like that's normal too.
You're a church mouse.
I am, because I've never shut up. So I'm like,
let me have my moment.
Let me have my moment.
Have a fucking moment. We're just gonna chill and relax. I like that.
What's one thing people always misunderstand about you?
I hate to be misunderstood. I hope that people don't misunderstand me. I think that sometimes people can think that I am just like happy-go-lucky all the time because I have this like sweet demeanor, but I have a lot of like, you know, different vibes and flows to me as well.
I feel like you've slowly let them roll out. The older you get, you slowly. Before you were still trapped.
I was still trapped. Like you would not even clock me. I was always happy. I was always good. Like I was always like kind and sweet and good and constantly like at a go, like a green level. But I think as I've gotten older, I've kind of like let the wall down a little bit because I think I was using it as like a big shield for sure. Like you're not really gonna get to know me because you're just gonna get you're just gonna get that one version of me. Whereas as I've gotten older, I've gotten, you know, to be able to show that I have ebbs and flows and I can feel happy, I can feel sad, I can feel like bitchy, I can feel all these normal human feelings. And like letting them out more is like, it's something I've gotten better at doing.
I noticed big time
that I am not happy, or it's more so about like if someone has hurt me or like something's pissed me off. Like I used to not really like talk about it, and I would just kind of internalize everything. Whereas now I'm a little bit more like, hi, this frustrated me, and let me tell you why.
I like that.
So I think that's something.
That's true.
It's easy for me to fall into the like, oh man, he's just happy-go-lucky because that's kind of how I am. But I'm being a little bit more like open and honest about like how I'm actually feeling.
That's really good.
As I get older.
I feel like I've had to do the opposite.
What do you mean?
Like, chill out.
You guys, we're morphing into one human.
We are.
We're slowly going like this.
Yeah.
We're morphing into one unit. This is sick. We're not going to do it, but I just need to read it to you. Sit close to each other, hold hands, and stare into each other's eyes for 5 minutes.
Do you know how long 5 minutes is?
Way too long.
That's a long
That's crazy.
time. Even trying to meditate for 2 minutes is hard. 5 minutes? 5 minutes
holding hands, looking into each other's eyes.
Girl,
tripping.
Get out of here.
What is the first thing you notice about me? That's the core.
Many years ago.
Many years ago when I had glasses.
My first thing, you know how they always say you never remember like how people look, you remember how they made you feel? I remember you were a very positive like person. I was like, you know, an up and coming influencer. I didn't know a lot of people in LA. I just moved here from Alabama, and I met you pretty early on.
Totally.
We weren't best friends early on, but we met each other early on.
Remember I sent you that photo from us 9 years ago?
9 years ago. I hadn't even lived here months and we had met. So I remember the way you made me feel, and it was like safe. It was like, oh, you can always come up to Manny. Like he's never gonna shut you down or be a dickhead. You know what I mean? Like he's always gonna say hello.
Yeah.
And be nice. Whereas there were quite a list of influencers that you literally could not even come up to say hello because they thought their shit didn't stink.
Totally.
And little did they know, they smell like ass.
Little they know that it did stink.
But I do remember
like diarrhea.
a positive feeling, like always
that
from
makes
you.
Me happy.
Yeah.
That's like that would be such a great, like if I could leave that behind like as a legacy of mine.
Yeah.
It's just like being someone that people can feel like comfortable around. I'm happy.
Right.
You know, that'd be a happy legacy for me.
All right, I'll do the last one, Manny.
All right.
What is one thing you wish someone did or you wish someone would do for you? Maybe more of, maybe buy a private jet.
It's actually quite funny because I feel like I tend to be a pretty hyper independent person.
You
and
are.
There's not like I don't actually depend on a lot of people for things because I like to be self-dependent about things in ways. Like I'm not like a type of person that like needs people to do things for me to feel satisfied.
Yeah.
I just like vibes and happiness, and like I want to be around people that just I get along with. I don't need them to do things for me.
So maybe you need people to behave for you.
Just chill.
Just be
chill. The fuck out,
just chill the fuck
and
out.
Just chill. For me, I'm actually very blessed and lucky to have like, let's say like my parents help me with Lunar Beauty, and like I have people in my life that help me with things. But I don't like to expect things from people. I'm not an expectation kind of girl. I think if you put expectations on things, you always get disappointed. So I'm very much like, true. I'm very just chill, and like I like happy-go-lucky. Like all the people like we hang out, let's say like on a Friday night, like it's happy-go-lucky. We've weeded them out though. Chill, yeah. We've gotten to a point where it's like, you guys, like there's like no issues. It's always like it's good vibes. So like I like that. I like to not have to really worry about like the trauma of, you know, people expecting too much of me. I don't like to also be expected of. Yeah. I want to just go into it, chill, relax, and keep it cute and keep it moving. Yeah. You know? I like that. You like a simplistic. Yeah. Like I mean, why can and simple. Like life can be very complicated. As it is. Why would we not want like simplicity and like friendships and like relationships? Like why can't those things be easier? I like that. When life's already tough. I like that. Sheesh. That's a good answer. That's a great way to wrap up today's episode. I love it. That was fun. It was nice to get to have a little chit chat. It actually was. This card game was really fun. I feel like I actually learned some stuff and like stuff we never talk about. So it's really cool. I gotcha. Yeah, you got seminary me. Got you. Got me. No, it was actually really nice. It was nice to get to know you in more aspects. Didn't know that you got into an accident. Like you didn't. That never happened. That never cost a wreck. You did get fucked up on a 12-pack. Lord have mercy on my soul. I'm gonna be paying for that one. That one took a year off. It actually took It probably took 2. I probably lost 2 years at the end for that. Yeah, that one said, "Oh, you're God willing." That was one of my mornings. I woke up and said, "Dear God, I will never drink again." And God said, "Hit her again." Boom. Right in the stomach. Boom, boom. Oh that's so fucking true. But anyways, you guys, we hope you guys had fun watching it, and we will catch you guys in our next week's episode. We love you guys. Love you. Mwah. Bye. Bye.